welcome to a beautiful evening on the Frankenboo Ranch. Okay, so today we're going to do a really simple recipe for you, very flavorful recipe, and it's actually called a SmashBurger. Now, I'm sure if you guys have Googled SmashBurgers, you've seen some big fat guy and he's got a massive piece of meat that he's piling all kinds of crap on, so big that you can't even eat it. That's all fine and dandy if you're looking to make a burger with a whole bunch of stuff on it. The technical term for a SmashBurger is a very thin piece of meat. And what you're doing is you're taking a ball of meat like this and you're placing it onto an unoiled flat griddle at a very high heat, and you smash it down. And what this does is it creates a thin flat disc that increases the points of contact on the griddle, which introduce the Maillard effect. Now, the Maillard reaction is a chemical reaction between amino acids and the presence of heat that results in the browning of food while forming new aromatic flavors. So I'm a science guy, I'm an engineer, so I drop a little bit of science on you. Basically what it boils down to is you're creating a crust on the meat, and everybody knows that if you have a charred steak, a charred piece of meat, the crust is always the most flavorful. So that's what we're doing. We're going to take this burger and we're going to flatten it onto the grill, very thin, cook it very hot and fast. Our griddle is already heating up, and we're going to make a traditional technical SmashBurger. Okay, so for our burger tonight, I've got a 50-50 blend of pork belly and sirloin ground and blended together. Now I've got 2-ounce patties because a traditional SmashBurger is a very small, very thin patty, and you're looking for brown crusting all over it. So it's supposed to go down on an unoiled grill. I've got some oil here because I'm going to do some sauteed onions, and I've got some tomatoes that I'm going to put on it as well. Now, if you want to make a big, huge burger with all kinds of stuff running off of it, you know, you've seen the pictures of the cheese and all that stuff, they call it a SmashBurger. That's a great burger. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. But tonight we're just going to do a very simple, very basic SmashBurger so you guys can see exactly what's going on. So we're going to go ahead and pull in here and show you guys exactly how to do this. All right, guys, let's get at it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to oil a little portion of the grill. Now, if you guys don't have a Blackstone grill like I'm using today, don't worry about it. You can do this in a cast iron pan. You can do this in a regular pan, whatever you'd like to do. So I'm going to start by grilling my onions. Like I said, our grill is extremely hot, so I have to be careful here. Like I said, the whole point of the SmashBurger is to introduce the Maillard effect into a very thin piece of meat, very thin patty. So I'm going to get those things going there real quick. I'm going to skin my cheese so we got it going. Now, once you start cooking this, the entire cook time should only be about 2 minutes. It's really fast. Lay those up there so we can get them off real easy. It's really fast and it's very flavorful. So, like I said, we've got our 50-50 blend of pork belly and ground sirloin. Now, the reason I use pork belly is because it's very fatty and it's going to add more flavor to the meat as the Maillard reaction takes effect. So I'm going to need our onions are already going. Like I said, this grill is super, super hot. I'm going to let this go just for a second on that side because once we start going with this, it's going to really take off. So we're going to use an unoiled grill for our patties. And my dog is actually over here drooling because he can smell this. Sorry, dude, none for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and take these 2 at a time. And if we want to come in here and get a little closer so we can see what we're doing. Now I'm going to take my weight and I'm just going to smash it down. Like I said, you want a very thin patty. Okay, so we got 2 there. Another 1 and 2. Back them up just a little bit. If it sticks, no big deal. Just scrape it right off the bottom. Let's heat the bottom of that up a little bit more there. And if you don't have a weight to do it, just push it down with your spatula. Now, a lot of guys like to do this with your big, thick burgers. And that's a bad thing because if you're doing a really big, thick burger, you want to keep the juice into it. We're not looking for a juicy burger. We're looking for a crispy, brown burger that is going to be a traditional, true smash burger. Let's get our onions flipped over here. Basically, you're making something that's going to wind up being the size of a White Castle burger, and they're going to be super delicious. All right, so while those are going, I'm going to put a little bit of oil up here. I'm going to get my burger buns going, because again, you can introduce the Maillard reaction into anything. And that's why I've always said, if you want to take your food to the next level, toast your buns. There's no reason not to. So let's take a look at the underside of this. It's starting to get there. See the browning on it? It's exactly what we're looking for. That's called the Maillard reaction. So let's get these flipped, flatten them out a little bit more. Look at that. That's a smash burger. Go to New York. They've got some places there. They're going to charge you $8 for a burger like this, and you're going to think it's the best burger you've ever had in your life. And this is exactly why. Because of what we're doing right here in our backyard, and the exact same thing you can do in your backyard to make this thing nice and crispy and toasty. Whoa, that's amazing. That is so delicious. So if you guys have a KitchenAid mixer, something like that, I use that to grind my own meat. I don't do it a lot, but when I find something like a pork belly that's really thin, like the one that I ground for this was really thin, super thin like that. So I cut it into pieces because I knew I was going to be doing stuff like this. You can get that Maillard reaction in the meat or in the bun. If you guys find a pork belly, something like that, and you have the KitchenAid mixer, you can always buy the grinding attachment. It's a lot cheaper than buying the big industrial meat grinders you find at your outdoor stores, your Bass Pro Shops, stuff like that. And it's going to give you the exact same thing. I mean, you're not going to sit there and grind tons and tons of meat, but you know, for small projects like this, it's going to work really fine. All right, so our burgers are ready. I'm just going to do one and one, and we can see the nice browning on it. That's the Maillard reaction that we're talking about. And so while those are finishing up there, I'm going to put onions. If you guys have ever considered, that's probably too many. If you guys have ever considered getting a Blackstone, I highly recommend it. I very rarely cook in the house anymore because I have this. When I grew up in the restaurant industry, this is what I cooked on. I went from a short order cook in a place like Denny's to a 5-star restaurant, and this takes me back to my golden years of growing up in the restaurant. It's a lot of fun, and this thing is more non-stick than any non-stick pan I have in the house. So there we have it. Let's assemble these burgers. These things are done. And like I said, they go really quick. So I'm going to throw some tomatoes. Some more tomatoes. And then I'm going to get a burger. And a burger. Now, beautiful thing about the Blackstone, scrape that thing off. Right into the grease trap. Done. There you have it, guys. That is a beautiful traditional smash burger made the way it's supposed to be done. As you can see, we've got nice toasted buns, nice toasted meat, grilled onions, Maillard reaction. That's what I'm talking about. These things are absolutely amazing, super easy to do, And if you grind your own meat like I did with the pork belly and the sirloin, you're gonna come out having an amazing product. Real simple, real fun. Now, if you guys want to take it and coat this thing with a lot of chili and mac and cheese or whatever and make it standing this tall, more power to you. Maybe we'll do one of those one day, but today, very simple, very basic, authentic smash burger. So I'm gonna go enjoy this. Until next time, keep on smoking it.